Okay, excited about the opportunity we have in front of us. We're going to play a really good team Sunday, really well coached. So we got to be up to the challenge. And looking forward to seeing our fans in that building, as they know, or I hope they know, that they impact the game. And they've been great all year, and excited to get another one in front of them this week. With that, I'll take any questions.
Kevin, will you have any of the guys on the COVID list available Sunday? Or can you rule them out now?
Yeah, I'd rule them out now.
All three of them?
Yes.
Does it look like Jacob's going to be activated for something?
You know, he looked good this week, Scott. I want to look at the tape and talk to coaches about it, so we'll determine that later.
And let's say he is. The guy, he hasn't played all year, obviously, just in his second season. You kind of really have to be careful about how much you would use him in his first game back.
Yeah, I think whether he makes it back this week or next week, in that first game back, we have to be mindful of that he hasn't played football in a minute here. But he had a good week of practice. I will say this about Jacob. He's been in every single meeting. He's been at every single walkthrough. He's come on the road with us, so he's very indoctrinated to what we're doing, and that's a testament to how hard he's worked.
So with Colquitt coming in, is it, I mean, punting's punting. Is it holding that maybe more the challenge with him coming in on such a short time?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a consideration. He's a good holder, but that's definitely something that you talk about when you have to do something like this.
So with David out, I guess how do you, obviously you guys signed Miller to the active roster. Could it be like a Johnny Stanton get an opportunity there? What do you guys think in that situation?
Yeah, you know, you lose David, you lose Harrison from the last game we just played, so you got to pivot and you have to adjust. Bringing Miller up, like we talked about the other day, he's somebody that we trust. He's done a nice job at practice. He knows what to do, and then we got to find the right personnel groupings and put guys in position. But ultimately, how it all shakes out in terms of personnel, we'll see by Sunday.
Are you keeping your starting right tackle under wraps until game time?
Yes.
You indicated that you had made that decision early in the week. Did that stay status quo, your plan?
Yes. Yeah.
With Colquitt, Kevin, is there a big comfort level given the fact that he's been in the league forever?
I think so. With the specialists in particular, you have a lot of guys you have veterans in those roles oftentimes that have been there, done that. So with him, he's got a good understanding of what we do. Coach Preef worked with him in Denver, so there's a familiarity there as well.
Kevin, I know you guys are focused on the game, but all three of your AFC North division opponents all lost this week, especially after last night. Does that add anything a little bit for Sunday?
It really doesn't. You know, we have to take care of our business, and that's really our focus.
Kind of based off what Dan asked you about the tight ends, obviously there's a bunch of variables, but how good do you feel about the plan coming off the bye, having seen these guys so recently?
Yeah, I think the thing with the tight ends in particular, you know, knew Harrison wasn't going to play in this game. David was going to be a long shot. So early in the week, we had plans that we don't have those guys. So I guess sometimes it's more of a challenge when after play one you lose a guy. So that's kind of what we have to do as coaches, is figure out who's going to be available to us on Sunday and plan accordingly.
Is Malcolm Smith your guy, Mike?
Malcolm's definitely somebody that can play in there, but we rotate guys a lot. But Malcolm's a guy that we would trust to have in there.
Could Jeremiah handle that responsibility too?
I think you really could say all the linebackers could handle it. You have a limited number of reps to get guys ready, so typically you try to make sure the guys are versatile enough and can play multiple positions, but you don't want to put guys in position where they really have had no reps.
Joe mentioned yesterday that when you guys went 3 wides against the Ravens, that they didn't match, that they stayed in base. Was that a big surprise in the change from what most other teams do against you?
No, well, I would tell you, first of all, Scott, a lot of teams have done that, played base to 11 personnel, so that's not something that was unique to what we've seen. It was unique to what they've done in the past. It was quite a bit of snaps that they had not done that, so that was something they chose to do in that game. Will they do it again this game? You know, remains to be seen. So I think it just speaks to the punch, counter punch of all of these games are unique.